How y'all doing?
How you doing, bud?
Good. Are y'all with this thing right here?
Yeah.
I always go live on YouTube, commentary and everything. So if y'all want to cell phone number from y'all, I'll send you the link and share it amongst y'all. It goes live and then it's saved, so watch it wherever if y'all want to. All right, guys, this is Adam with the 9U Elite Gladiators going to you live from Panama City Beach, Florida. We're in bracket play going against the Bayway Bombers. Okay, got you covered. Okay. Got you covered right now. Let me know if it came through and it works. Once we finish, it'll download and then it'll be on the phone. All right, once again, we had a rain delay, so we're just now getting started. We are about to play our bracket game. This is our first bracket game against the Bayway Bombers from Alabama over by Gulf Shores, a little north of Gulf Shores. Good team. We seeded second in the seeding in the rankings in pool play, and I believe this team seeded seventh, so which means nothing. It depends on who you draw. So y'all stand by, and we will we'll get gameplay up and going in just a few minutes. Did you send it to the group?
Yeah, that other team over there, they were freaking out. They wouldn't think that was. So that lady was like, you're going to do that. Look, she's like, they're not, you call them black snakes over here. I was like, was that a water snake? No, they eat them snakes and stuff. I said, so, I said, I'm not in Texas over we call them. So it looks like our whole
Yeah, you in the bind. Hey, did it work? Oh, you are? Okay. I didn't. I can't look at my phone. It's doing the YouTube thing. So anyway, it's probably a little bit of a delay. All right, sounds good. The umpires hadn't got here yet, so give them a few minutes. We'll get kicked off. Jake bats third, by the way. Okay. Here you go.
You know, in Florida, they got all kinds of crazy exotic snakes over there. And they have brown cucumbers. I've learned that from watching that snake video.
Yeah, a lot of people back home that can't make it, they like us to do these videos so they can watch it. All right, our good friends at Monica Brothers in Silsbee. If you need tires, wheels, alignments, car repair, go see them. Lift kits, accessories. Jacob Richardson and Kenan Womack are the best salespeople around. Come on in and see us. Give us just a few minutes and we will get going, waiting on the umpires. The 9U Elite Gladiators are in white and the Bayway Bombers are in red. I already sent that. I sent it to the group.
What group? I didn't get it.
The text messages. I sent it from your phone. You sent it. No, I didn't.
And I didn't get it either.
stand by, guys. It'll be just a few minutes. We're waiting on umpires. 9U Elite Gladiators in white, Bayway Bombers from Alabama in red. The 9U Elite Gladiators, for those of you who don't know them, they are from Beaumont, Texas area. The boys were surprised with new jerseys about an hour ago. So. That's ours. Doug said I'm here.
That's our balls.
I'm collecting them. All right, guys, this is Adam at I'm about to say Monica Brothers with the 9U Elite Gladiators, and we're about to play the Bayway Bombers from Alabama. Give us just a few minutes. We're waiting on umpires to show up, and we will be ready to play. We got rained out earlier, rain delay, so we're just now getting ready to play.
Hey, you can tell them about the 10-footer we had to
So,
clear off that field just so the boys were there.
Hey, Dad.
All right, guys, still waiting on the umpires to show up. Stand by just a few more minutes. I know it's aggravating to be watching a video with nothing going on. Hey, pull this up, the link up, and see if it froze. It looks like it's froze up there. Froze with kids out there? Yeah. Okay, so call my phone real quick, and I'm going to decline it, but maybe that'll fix it. Huh? No, not right now. Call me real quick.
Oh, just the sound.
Yeah, the sound's working too.
That's your YouTube.
Yes, and there's a whole bunch of games on there, but this one will be, it'll show, this one will say live.
I appreciate it.
You got it, man, you got it. Let me see your phone. All right, it's back up and going. There you go. All right, guys, sorry about the delay. The live feed kind of froze up, so it should be back up and going now. Nothing is frozen. There's nothing's going on. If you watch the kid in right field warming up, that's the pitcher, so you know that the feed is still live. Give us just a few minutes. I'm not sure where the umpires are, but they should be here any second, and then we'll get started. So just please bear with us, stand by. We will be right with you as soon as possible. Again, we are the 9U Elite Gladiators from the Beaumont, Texas area. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have some people on the Bayway Bombers from Alabama. We sent them the link, so they have some family all over the place that are probably going to be watching this game here in a few minutes. So we're super nice people, the Bayway Bombers, the team. We've met the coaches and some of the parents. Super nice people, and we really like these guys. So anyway, anything can happen. They seeded 7th, we seeded 2nd. That means absolutely nothing. Don't count these Bayway Bombers out, I'll tell you that. We watched them play, and they're a good team. So anyway, long story short, just stand by a few minutes and we will get started. Like I say, we're just waiting on the umpires to get here. And as soon as they do, they're going to be, well, they're dressed in pink shirts today, so you can't miss them. But anyway, just waiting on those guys. So stand by. We'll get going here in just a minute. And just to let you know that my wife, Kay Smith, the mother to number 8, Jake Smith, caught a, I don't know, I'm going to say 4 or 5 foot long black snake on the fence. It slithered out to the field, and everybody ran from it but her and the kids. So she went out there and caught it. And I will share a picture later, but thought that was nothing new for me because I live with her, but everybody else was weirded out by her. She thinks she's the crocodile hunter's wife, and let me assure you, I am not the crocodile hunter. So, anyway, long story short, stand by. Again, I'm going to say it 100 times so you don't think that our live feed went down, and we will get cranked up. In fact, I'll tell you what I will do. I will take this live feed camera and we'll go interview some parents real quick. Let's go over here and see who we can find. All right, here's the snake lady herself. Ma'am, would you mind telling everybody that's watching what in the world you were doing out there with a snake in your hands?
Well, the other team said they weren't going to go out and left field and get the ball. The snake's still there.
That was a good thing, though. That's a good thing. We were going to.
The coach was kind of freaking out, saying, "You have to go out there and get the dang ball." So at the change of inning, I said I'd go get it if I had gloves. I didn't want to musk me when I didn't have me dawn soap.
And for the people who don't have any idea, what does musk mean?
You know, get that stinky stuff because it has musk glands behind its head.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for removing the threat off the field.
Yeah, because Logan said, or whoever played left field said they were not going out there.
I
But
love
the snake's still there.
I love it.
You know, it wasn't.
Don't go anywhere. I need to interview Garrett Thibodeau, father of Mason Thibodeau, number 4 lefty. Tell us what you think about the game. And
I mean, we've been waiting for 3 days.
tell us what you think about the trip in Florida yourself. What are you thinking about all this?
Man, I love it. I love it.
What's been your favorite part of the trip so far?
Taking my boot off.
Oh yeah, you don't have. Oh, and to the people at home who don't realize this, you had a huge bad break on your leg, right?
Yep.
And but you're all better.
It's been months.
And vacation helped it. That sped up the healing process.
At rehab, they said the sand was going to hurt it.
Yeah.
So the first day I did sand, and it helped it.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, we're sure glad that you look normal now. I mean, you don't still walking crazy, but
Yeah, I got a little limp, but if I want to, I can walk straight.
yeah, well, I do it though, right? All right, sounds good. And here comes Mason West, mom and dad, right here. To all the people, we have 10 viewers right now, and I shared a link with the Bayway Bombers, so they have some family all over the United States that they have watching, and they're from Alabama. So tell us so far, what is your favorite part of Florida's trip?
Favorite part?
Shipwreck Island. I will agree that I do like that. That is pretty fun.
We liked our golf cart on water with our 40 horsepower motor.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about.
That was good.
All right. So I don't know about you, but I'm happy that we're finally able to play.
Finally.
So we're excited.
I forgot we came here for baseball. We
I
haven't
know.
played in so long.
I know. It's a good team we're playing from Alabama, the Bayway Bombers. And I'm excited to see what happens. They're super nice people. So, all right. Thank you.
Like Andy's Cardinals, huh?
Absolutely not like those guys. And here is, let's see, what is this guy? I don't know. He looks familiar. Monroe, Jerry Monroe. Tell us so far, man. We sure, first of all, want to thank you for coming and picking up with us. I know y'all have done baseball about every weekend for the last year or so. I'm just exaggerating probably, but thank you, man, for coming. And did you have a rough trip coming in?
Yeah, it was a late night.
Right. Well, man, we sure appreciate y'all coming and helping us out. So I'm ready for some baseball. And there is Adam Anderson, the man who's making it all happen. The one who has set up everything. He is the assistant coach. And I'm going to call him the team dad just because he doesn't like it. And I'm not going to say it out loud. So I did not call him the team dad. But I'm going to tell you, out of all the dads here, Adam is my favorite. Adam, tell me real quick, and all the 9 people watching, what's been your favorite part of the? Yeah, somebody's already turned off.
Yeah. Got to ask when they turned it off.
What is your favorite part of this trip in Florida?
I think watching them play baseball on the beach.
That's what I'm talking about. That was fun.
Been the best part.
That was fun. My favorite part was when I ignored the double play and I really pegged Frederick as hard as I could in the leg. Yeah, that was fun. That was very fun. So, sorry I wasn't paying attention. I probably lost the game for us. Anyway, okay.
My favorite is being in front of this camera.
I love it. Well, let me tell you something. You look great, Adam. I'm telling you. All right. Here's some more of the crowd. I know what you're thinking. You're right. There's standing room only around here. So if you're not here, you should be. Oh, there's the umpires, and they're not in pink anymore. They are in blue. So I got you covered, kiddo. All right, here we go. The umpires are here, and we're about to get this thing started. So I'm gonna plug the charger back up, and we got you covered. All right, y'all can do this if you want to, but you got to stay on top of it, okay? Because we all use this. It's very important. So can you stay on top of it and make sure it happens? I should do it. Okay. You can do it. Okay. Give me some knuckles. How you doing? What's your name? Benjamin. I saw you pitching just a minute ago. You did good, man. You did real good.
So who's home team?
Okay, home team is going to be the Gladiators in white, and away is going to be the Bayway Bombers.
So this score point.
Okay, so here we go. Guest score, that's going to be theirs, and home score, that's going to be ours. Okay, it's flip-flop. So when they score a point, give them one for guest. If these score a point, give them one for home. Then you have ball. Look, watch. Ball, ball, ball. And then when you want to clear it out, hit it again, it goes away. Then you have strikes and outs, and then innings right here, okay? Okay, think you can handle it? You don't have to touch this at all. Okay? You don't touch this one, this one, this one.
Game is when the game's over.
That's right. Yeah, don't mess with that. So you don't have to hit either one of these. You're just going to hit one of those three, this one, and this one, and this one. Okay? You handle it?
Right, my man.
Good job. Hey, do you need to get her in front of this fan?
No.
Okay, okay. All right, it looks like the Gladiators have taken the field, and Mason Thibodeau, number 4, is on the bump. Mason West behind the plate. Let's see, who do we have here? We've got Jackson Lane at first base. We have Jude Golke at second. Braden Frederick at shortstop. Logan Anderson at third base. We have Jackson Monroe in left field. Braden Such in center field. And Jordan Thompson in right field. Jake is sitting this one out, and that's it. So here we go. Umpire stepping up. Got a lefty leadoff, number 00 for the Bayway Bombers, coming up to bat. All right, and here we go. All right. Here comes Mason Thibodeau's first pitch of the game. And that's outside for ball number 1. All right, 1-0 count with no outs. This is the first batter of the game. Top of the first inning. 1-0 count. And that's outside for ball number 2. Two-0 count for Tib. And he steps off. All right, comes the set. Here comes third pitch. Batter showing bunt. Pulls back, and that is strike number 1. 2-1 count now. And I've got Benjamin from the Gamers, Big Sticks, helping me out with the scoreboard. And this guy can pitch. He pitched the last game, did a great job. All right, 2-1 is the count, no outs. Here comes the fourth pitch. And that's outside. 3-1 now the count. All right, here we go. And that was strike. Now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Batter needs to protect here. All right, here we go. And swing and a miss. And that is the first batter and the first out of the top of the first inning. 1 up, 1 down. Comes a second batter, also a lefty, number 9 for the Bayway Bombers, with 1 out. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count on number 9.
Oh, we struck out.
Yeah, one of them struck out. All right, here comes the second pitch. Swing and a hit to left field, shallow. And Monroe's going to field it and throw it into second. And that's going to put Bayway Bombers on base. With 1 out, Bombers have a runner on first, and that's going to bring up number 20 for the Bombers. And this kid is a big righty. Let's see what happens here. And here we go. Thibodeau going for the pick, not successful. Boswell, number 20 at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Nope. Oh, and they're going to get him in a rundown. And got him, and that's out number 2. And the Bombers are doing what most of the teams do against Thibodeau. They think Thibodeau is balking, but he's got it down to a science, an art. It is not a balk. He is turning and throwing to first base. And that's what gets most of these teams against Thibodeau. Thibodeau has got it down. All right, it's 2 up, 2 down. Or sorry, yep, 2 up, 2 down, and Boswell still at the plate. Swing and a hit over to third base. Logan's going to field it and throw it into first, and that's it. 3 up and 3 down. And now, just like that, no score. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. And the Gladiators now coming in to bat. Stand by just a second. All right, so we've got the Gamers / Big Sticks, or is it the Big Sticks / Gamers?
It's Big Sticks.
So is this 2 teams combined to make one, or what is it?
No, we're a major team, so we're Big Sticks, AAA, AA.
We're just Big Sticks gamers.
Okay, got you covered. That makes perfect sense. Well, we're excited to. Do y'all usually play USSSA or what? Yeah. Sweet. So we're also a majors team in U-Trip, but we've only played 2 tournaments. Only 2 tournaments in in U-Trip. We play most of the nations. So we're elite in nations. And elite is like a AAA, not a major. So we're ready to play y'all. Hopefully we get to, you guys have to, well, you're right. But you've got to get through Deer Park Spikes first. I believe that y'all are going to be playing Deer Park Spikes. I don't know. We've never played this Deer Park Spikes team. We played the 10-year-old team. We usually played in the 10U Open division. We did. We beat the 10U team, but we've never played the 9U team, so I don't know how good they are. They could be. They could be. So, anyway, we're excited to play y'all. I am a dad / the media guy / the comic relief.
So it's like one of those things on TV?
Yeah, pretty much. So we're live on YouTube right now, so you'll be able to go to YouTube after this is all over with, when y'all play us, and you'll be able to watch the whole game back. And you'll hear me goofing off, talking about stuff I don't even know about. Does that sound all right? That sounds fun, doesn't it?
What's the sound called? They can hear us right now.
They can hear us right now. Y'all want to say anything to
Can I go
everybody?
live right now?
You can go live right now. You want me to pull it up for you?
Yes. Oh, we're
All right, looks like number 3 for the Bayway Bombers. You can watch the whole game on it right now. It's live.
You're looking at the game. So is it going to be like
Pull up YouTube and I'll find it for you.
Gladiators YouTube?
All right, here we go. And number 33, as usual, leading off for the 9U Elite Gladiators. right, here comes the first pitch. Swing and hits it over to third base, and can he beat it out? Let's see. And he does. He pulls him off. There's the game right now, buddy. All right, and looks like number 13, Logan Anderson, a lefty, coming up to bat in the 2-hole. So Jude standing on first. Logan now at the plate. So that's a little bit behind. It's going to be about 10 seconds behind where we're actually at, okay? All right, here we go. Here comes the first pitch. And it's a ball and a pitch out. And that's going to get Jude to second. So ball number 1. And Benjamin here is doing a fine job on the scoreboard. Thank you, Benjamin. All right, here we go. With a 1-0 count and no outs, Gladiators have a runner on second. And Logan Anderson is at the plate. Swing and a big hit to right center, and he misses it, and that's going to bring Jude Gulke into score, and Logan a stand-up double. And that's going to bring up Jake Smith to the plate. Home. All right, so now clear it out. Clear your balls out. 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right. Jake Smith, number 8. Big Stick Jake. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. And that's ball number 1, and it's a pass ball, and Logan's going to go over to third base. And, all right. Gladiators won. This is the bottom of the first inning. Gladiators won. Bayway Bombers 0, no outs. Runner on third base, Jake Smith with a 1-0 count. And that's a 2-0 count now on Jake. Throwing way high.
Come on, buddy, calm down.
Come on, Jake.
Don't over-rotate, Jake.
Wait on it.
Here we go, 2-0 count for Jake with no outs. Runner on third, already scored 1. Swing and fouls it off. Now the count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs on the Gladiators. Bottom of the first inning. 1-0, Gladiators leading. Runner on third. And that's going to be ball number 3. 3-1 now the count. Let's see what happens. 31 now the count with no outs. Jake swung at it, eye high, head high rather. All right, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs.
Okay, don't chase it now. It's got to be hittable.
And that's ball number 4. Jake going to first, and Logan coming in, stealing home on a pass ball. Jake going to second. Oh, maybe he's not. He's going to try to make it back to first base, and he does. And on a walk, Jake goes to first, and that's going to be home. Yeah, for sure. And Gladiators 2, Bayway Bombers 0 so far. Jake standing on the first base with no outs, and that's going to bring 0-0 Mason West up to the plate. A lefty, throws right, bats left. And that's ball number 1, and Jake easily makes it to second base. All right, let's see what happens here. No outs. 1-0 count on Mason West. Gladiators leading 2-0. Jake standing on second. Jake taunting the pitcher. And the pitcher not realizing probably that Jake is extremely fast, so he was trying to make him throw it. All right, here we go. No, one ball on Mason West. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a big hit right in the gap to the right fielder, and Jake is going to come in and try to score, and there he is, and that's going to bring the Gladiators up 3-0 against the Bayway Bombers, and that's going to also bring up number 34, Big Fred, and we call him Big Fred because he's got a big stick. This is Braden Frederick. Braden Frederick. Mason West leading off of first base. Still no outs, bottom of the first inning. Gladiators 3, Bayway Bombers 0. And there's ball number 1, and that's going to allow Mason West to go to second. Now the Gladiators have a runner on second, and Frederick with a 1-0 count, no outs at the plate. Swing a little late and fouls it off, a big foul off over the right side foul fence. And that's a strike number 1. So now the count is 1-1 with no outs. And there's another ball, and that's going to let Mason West advance to third base. Now the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. West standing on third with no outs. Fred at the plate.
Trying to show Jake that his foot was on the plate.
It's okay, that's what he wants. And there is ball number 3. 31, now the count on Frederick. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on third for the Gladiators. They're also leading 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. And there is ball number 4, and that's going to send Frederick over to first base. Now we've got runners on the corners, and that's going to bring up Jackson Lane, number 12, to the plate. No outs. And there's ball number 1, the 1-0 count. Pitcher seems to be struggling a little bit. That's number 3 for the Bombers. Struggling to find the zone. Jackson with a 1-0 count. And there's a strike. 1-1, and Frederick advanced to second base. Okay, man. Thank you for helping me. All right. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay?
Bye, camera.
All right. Bye. See y'all later. All right. Benjamin had to go. We're trying. All right, and that's a foul ball. Strike number 2. Now the count is 1-2 on Jackson Lane. No outs.
Come on, Jack.
All right, here we go. Runners on second and third. 1-2 is the count. Oh, and there's ball number 2. And here comes Mason West for the steal, and Frederick also advances to third base. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 4-0, bottom of the first for Gladiators, leading. I'm good right now. And there's ball number 3. So now we have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Jackson Lane at the plate. And there is ball number 4. And that is going to put runners on the corners again. So now Braden Frederick, Big Fred, is standing on third base. Jackson Lane, number 12, standing on first base. And that's going to bring up lefty Mason Thibodeau, number 4, to the plate with no outs. Bottom of the first, 4-0, Gladiators leading. Swing and fouls it off. Hey, we need that ball. All right, 0-1 count now. Swing and a big hit straight up the middle, and there, he's going to try to make the third base. Can he make it? Yes, he can. He's going to come on around. Jackson coming on in, and that's going to score 2 more with a stand-up double for Mason Thibodeau. And with no outs, the Gladiators are leading 6-0 at the bottom of the first. And here we go, Jordan Thompson now up to the plate, number 16, with Mason Thibodeau at second. Oh, and there is ball number 1. One ball, no strikes, no outs. Mason Thibodeau on second with a lead. And Mason Thibodeau on a steal to third. Makes it a 2-0 count for Jordan Thompson. Swing and a big hit to center field. Let's see what happens. And the center fielder does make the catch. And here comes Thibodeau trying to score. Will he? Yes, he will. And
Way to watch,
Jordan Thompson with an RBI.
Good RBI, Jordan. Good RBI.
And with 1 out, the Gladiators leading 7-0 at the bottom of the first. Number 11, Braden Such, now stepping into the box.
Let's go, B.
I want to say hi to Braden's mom, Lisa, who couldn't make the trip with us. She's probably watching now. And that's way outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 0 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first. Gladiators leading 7-0. Swing and a big hit to the shortstop. He fields it. Can he make it to first? And he does. And Braden Such is out at first base. Now the Gladiators have 2 outs on them. And that's going to bring up number 17, Jackson Monroe, to the plate.
Come on, Monroe.
And that is an inside ball. 1-0 count on Monroe. Swing and a big hit on, and it's a fair ball going down the third base line. Monroe's going to second. Let's see if he's going to try to make third or not. No, coach is putting up the stop sign, and Monroe stops at second. Stand-up double for Monroe. And with 2 outs, that's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup. Jude Golke, number 33, now back up to the plate in the first inning. So we've batted around. Hey, Kay, ask if we have 8 or 9. I mean 8 or 7. Ask what the score is.
7.
Is it 7? Okay. Swing and a big hit for Jude. Will it go over? Is it going over? No, it's inside the fence, and that's going to allow Jackson Monroe to score. And Jude makes it to second base. Yeah, he was. All right, now Logan Anderson back up, number 13. Lefty. Bottom of the first inning. Gladiators have 2 outs on them, but it's 8-0. Now it's 8.
Yeah, so I said that makes 8.
Yeah, okay. Swing and fouls it off. 0-1 count on Anderson.
Adam, Kenneth texted me that you're live on YouTube this road. You can hear but not see.
No, how long ago was that? Because it was frozen. It's not frozen now. Try to pull up the link and see. All right, here we go. 0-1 count on Jude Golke. Swing and fouls it off again. 0-2 count. All right, here we go. Anderson with an 0-2 count and 2 outs. Jude Goki on second. And there's the swing and a big hit to center field. And Jude is going to make it home. And that is going to bring the 9U Elite Gladiators to 9. And the Bayway Bombers have not scored yet. That's going to bring Jake Smith, number 8, up to the plate with 2 outs. And Logan Anderson on first base. Wait on it, Jake. And that's ball number 1. He's good, he's good. All right, here we go.
Wait on it, Jake.
Oh, and there's ball number 2. 2-0 count. Logan advances to third. All right, 2 outs. Jake at the plate.
Come on, Jake.
Got a 2-0 count on him. Logan Anderson standing on third base.
Time it now, time it.
Score is 9-0, bottom of the first. And that is ball number 3. 3-0 count. Jake looking to smash, but he's got to get something to hit. Swing and hits it to third base. And can he beat him out? Yes, he does. And Logan Anderson scores. And that's going to make it 10-0, bottom of the first with 2 outs. And Jake standing on first base with Mason West coming up to the plate. I hate this for the Bombers because I can tell that they're having a bad game. They're just not awake. And Jake's still second. And this happens to many teams. It's not that this team is bad, it's that they're having a bad game, or excuse me, having a bad inning. So hopefully they'll wake up and get back in the game here. Swing and a big hit from Mason West, and it goes right down on the right fielder's glove, and that's going to be the 3rd out to conclude the first inning. 9U Elite Gladiators 10, Bayway Bombers 0. Going to go to the top of the 2nd inning. Stand by just a minute and let the transition be made. Looks like Thibodeau's going to get back on the mound. Give us just a second. Hey, Jared. All right, here we go. And Jake Smith on the mound. Jake pitching.
You got
All right, Jude Golke behind the plate. Jake Smith on the mound. Jordan Thompson at third. Braden Frederick at shortstop. Jackson Lane at first. And Mason West at second base. The outfield's going to consist of Mason Thibodeau in left field, Logan Anderson in center field, and Braden Such in right field. Jake does not normally pitch, so this is going to be interesting. He's learning to pitch, so I don't want to discount that, but he's definitely not in the top heap of the pitchers on this team. All right, here we go, top of the second inning. Big boy up to bat. Jake facing him from the bump. And there's strike number one.
There you go, Jake.
0-1 count. Here comes the second pitch. Swing and fouls it off. Now the count is 0-2. Swing, and it's a fair hit. They're going to try to get him at first, and yes, they do. One out. And that's going to bring up for the Bombers number, oh, I can't see his number. Hang on, when he swings, I'll be able to tell you. Swing and a miss for number 6, Flanagan on the Bombers. So 0-1 strike on Flanagan with one out. Top of the second inning, Gladiators leading 10-0. Swing and a miss, big swing, and an 0-2 count for Flanagan. Here comes the pitch. Swing and fouls it off. And the count's going to stay 0-2. One out. And there's ball number one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the second inning. Jake Smith on the mound. Flanagan, number 6 for the Bombers at the plate. And there is strike number 3, out number 2. Now with 2 outs at the top of the second inning, that's going to bring up number 34. Let's see if I can read the back of his jersey. And I can't. Let me wait till he swings.
34.
Number 34 for the Bombers, up to the plate. And that's outside for ball number 1. Lidner, number 34. 1-0 count.
Come on, Jake.
Swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. And that's ball number 2, 2-1. 2 outs. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the second inning, Gladiators leading 10-0. Lidner, 34 at the plate. And there's ball number 3, 31 now the count. Jake
Jake.
Smith at the mound.
Catch with the glove. Come on, Jake.
And there's ball number 4. That's going to send Linder to first base. All right, 2 outs. If I know Jake, he's going to try to pick off the runner at first. Tried for the pick, no success. Ball number 1, and they're going to try for the pick, and they get him, and that's out number 3. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the second in 2 at-bats. The Bombers not able to put anything on the board yet. And that's going to bring us to the bottom of the second. Gladiators now back to bat, leading 10-0. Stand by for a second while they make the transition. All right, here we go. This is the bottom of the second inning, and Big Fred, number 34, Braden Frederick, going to lead off. What's up, buddy? Got Austin Frederick standing beside me. If you want to see a baseball player, you need to go see one of his games. This kid is a baller. Want to operate this for me while you're in it? Sure. Okay. Balls, strikes, outs. That's our score. That's their score. Make that happen? Okay. All right. Austin Frederick. Now my partner in crime inside of this box. When's your World Series? We don't know it. Oh, football? Sweet. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second inning. Braden Frederick, number 34, steps up to the plate. Gladiators leading 10-0. Let's see if the Bombers can shut them down. Oh, ball number 1. Number 3 still on the mound. Ball number 2. 2-0 now the count on Frederick.
Break, get up.
And that's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Ooh. And that's ball number 4, sends him to first base. And I have got to wonder, and I mean no disrespect at this at all, I'm wondering why that they're leaving number 3 on the mound. He is struggling bad. But it's not my team, not my business. Lane up to the plate, and that's strike number 1, and that's going to allow Frederick to advance to second base. Oh, 1 count, no outs. Jackson Lane at the plate. Swing, and tips it, and now it's an 0-2 count. And just as soon as I say something about the pitcher, he has now come alive. Maybe that's what it took.
Hey, protect right here.
All right, here we go. Jackson needing to protect with an 0-2 count. Frederick standing on second, looking to score. Oh, and there's ball number 1. 1 and 2, now the count. Oh, and the ball hit number 12, and Jackson now standing on first base. Yeah. Same thing with your strikes. There you go, perfect. All right, now Thibodeau, number 4, up to the plate with Jackson Lane at first and Braden Frederick at second. No outs. And that was a wide throw. That's going to allow both runners to advance a base. 1-0 now the count with no outs. Runners on second and third for the Gladiators. Here comes the pitch. Swing and fouls it off. Now the count's 1-1. And that is ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runners on second and third. Bottom of the second inning, Gladiators leading 10-0. And that's ball number 3. 31. Okay. Ball hit him. I did not see that, so now clear him out. Oh, you did already. Okay. Now bases are loaded. And Jordan Thompson, number 16 at the plate. Let me remind you that Jordan Thompson is a power hitter. Let's see what happens here. Wind's blowing out a little. Swing and a big hit to the left field fence. That's going to score Frederick. That's going to score Jackson Lane. And it's going to hold Thibodeau up at third. And it's going to hold Jordan up at second. And just like that, Jordan with a massive hit to left field right down the line.
How do you go instead of 2? So I accidentally pressed 2.
You did? What is it? 11? How many are you supposed to do? 2 just scored.
Because
We have now? No, 2 scored. All right,
2.
Such at the plate. Oh, and swung. Swing and a miss for Such. It was up at his helmet. Come on, Braden Such. 1 strike. Perfect. All right. 0-1 count. Oh! And pass ball. Thibodeau trying to score. And got Thibodeau out at home. There's 1 out. 1 out. Got to push it hard. All right, 1-1 now the count on Braden Such with 1 out. And Jordan Thompson now standing on third looking to score. Bottom of the second inning, Gladiators leading 12-0. Swing and fouls it off. Now it's 1-2. And the wind has got some gusts blowing to the right field fence. Let's see what happens here.
Let's go, B.
And that's ball number 2. And Thompson scores. Gladiators now leading 13-0 with 1 out.
It wasn't even open.
In the bottom of the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Jake's got some. I know. All right, 2-2. Now the count on Such, looking to smash. Swing and hits to the third baseman. He misses the ball, goes to the left fielder, and Such is safe at first base. And Such turns to go to second, but decides to pull back. Now, 1 out. Such standing on first. Gladiators leading 13-0, and that's going to bring up Jax Monroe, number 17. And that's strike number 1. Braden Such taunting the pitcher. All right, there goes Such for the big lead off second. Pitcher looking. Swing and fouls it off. Now on Monroe, the count is 0-2 with 1 out. Such standing on second. 13-0. Here we go, Monroe. Hopefully he protects here. Oh, and there's ball number 1. High. 1-2 now, the count, 1 out. Such standing on second. Gladiators leading 13-0. And there's ball number 2, high and outside. 2-2 now, the count. Swing and a hit. Oh, it fouls it off. 2-2 remains the count with 1 out.
Hey, but if you get hungry, I have pizza.
Thank you. All right, here we go. 2-2 is the count, 1 out. And that's ball number 3, full count. And Braden Such got to unhook the wagon, son. He barely made it there.
Yes.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. I know Braden's got some speed. I saw it. He's got a boogie. Here we go. Full count now with 1 out. Braden on third. Swing, and it's popped straight up to the shortstop, and he catches it for out number 2, and that's going to leave Braden Such on third base, but it's going to bring up number 33, the big stick, smallest guy with a big bat, Jude Golke. This guy is like Dash on the Incredibles. He is super fast, and he's got a good stroke. Watch this. And that is ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Braden Such on third, looking to score. Jude Golke at the plate. Swing, and it pops it straight up. And the catcher catches it for out number 3. And that's going to conclude the second inning. Gladiators leading 13-0. We're going to go to inning 3. Boom. And clear out the outs and the balls. And that's going to put Gladiators back on the field. And the Bayway Bombers back at the plate. Stand by for just a second while they transition over. All right, got a pitcher change. Gladiators put in Big Fred, number 34, Braden Frederick. We've got Monroe behind the plate, Jake Smith at third base, Braden Such at shortstop. Let's see, who's at second? Jackson Lane at second, Thibodeau at first. Looks like Jordan Thompson in right field. Logan Anderson in left, and Mason West in center field. Gladiators leading top of the third inning, 13-0. The Bombers having a hard time in this game against the Gladiators. All right, here comes the first pitch of the third inning. And that's a high ball for number one. I'm sorry, the first ball. Ball number one. All right, 1-0 count. And there's ball number two. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball number 3. Frederick needs to relax out there. Great pitcher. 3 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. 3-1 now the strike. Now the count. All right, and I got my buddy back, Austin Frederick. And that's strike number 2, and just like that, it went from 3-0 to a full count, 3-2. And there's ball number 4. It's going to send number 1 for the Bombers to first base. All right, and that's going to bring up number 3 for the Bombers. All right, here we go. Bombers have a runner on first. And there he is. Got him. Runner tried to steal second and picked him off at second base. Jackson Monroe at catcher. All right, that was a ball. So put a ball up there. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Number 3 for the Bombers at the plate. Braden Frederick on the mound, and Jackson Monroe behind the plate. Oh, and there is ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Jake Smith at third. Braden Such at shortstop. And there's ball number 3. Jackson Lane at second. Mason Thibodeau at first. Jordan Thompson in right field. Mason West in center. And Logan Anderson in left field. And that was a strike. 31. Now the count with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. And that is ball number 4, and that's going to send number 3 to first base. Tidmore, number 12 for the Bombers, now stepping up to the plate. And there's ball number 1. Braden Frederick's brother is sitting right beside me. Austin, what's he doing wrong?
Come on, buddy.
And Braden Frederick's brother is saying that he is throwing too far over the top. Says his brother. Trying to find the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and fouls it off. 2-1 now. The count's 1 out. Austin cheering his brother on. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Gladiators leading top of the 3rd, 13-0.
Good.
And that's a strike. 2-2 now the count. Frederick looking for a new ball. Yeah, that's a good idea. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 2 for the Bombers. And Frederick getting pulled. Golke, number 33, going in to pitch. All right, stand by while the Gladiators' new pitcher sets in, warms up. Bombers really going to have to do something drastic to get back in this game. They're trailing by 13 runs in the top of the 3rd inning. This does not look like the same team that I saw play. Maybe something's in their head. But I know it happens to a lot of teams, probably all teams. They really need to get a hold and do something drastic here. All right, batter up, says the umpire. And Jude Golke now on the mound. Here we go. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. And there's ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Gladiators leading 13-0. Top of the 3rd. And there's ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Ooh, and there's ball number 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Number 3 for the Bombers is on first base. And I want to say this is number 10 at the plate. And there is ball number 4. Now the Bombers have runners on first and second with the lefty, number 00 at the plate. All right, here we go. Looking for 1 more out. There's ball number 1. Come on, Judo. And there's strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for the Bombers. Gladiators looking to just get 1 more out. And there is ball number 3. 31. Now the count on number 00. And the wind is now blowing out. Outfield look alive. And there is strike number 2. Now a full count, 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Runners on first and second for the Bombers. Swing and fouls it off. 00 staying alive. Oh, and catcher interference.
What happened?
Catcher interference. The bat hit Monroe's glove,
I got you.
and that's going to send him to first base. Now the bases are loaded. And number 9, lefty number 9 for the Bombers, got a real opportunity to be the hero right here. Swing and miss. Swing and fouls it off for an 0-1 count. All right, bases are loaded. Bombers on first, second, and third. Number 9, lefty at the plate. Swing and a big hit. Big hit. And he got him. And that is ball game. So at the end of this inning,
Is that ball game?
yeah, he called ball game.
Oh, that's ball game.
So the Gladiators just won this game 13-0 against the Bayway Bombers. All of you Bayway Bombers parents and family members out there, we sure appreciate you watching with us. We appreciate you playing with us. And just so you know, and I know this for a fact, your boys were asleep a little bit on this game, but they've played way better than this, and I wish you guys the best. Hopefully that the next game goes a lot better than this one. You guys have a great team. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for playing with us.